This conference will now be recorded.
So I hope everybody are able to see my screen. So I have shared this cash flow statement. So the line items are given here. I wanted you people to put the line items. So both the things. Once after this, we will solve the balance sheet. Okay. So today this cash flow, it will be solved by you people. As you tell, I'm going to apply the line items once it is done.
Ma'am, can you send it again? I have not received it.
You have not received?
No, ma'am. When did you send, ma'am?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, no, ma'am.
Which one I have shared? One second. Oh, I have shared it in different group. One second. So see, I have shared it now.
Yes, ma'am. Received.
You have got it? Balance sheet and cash flow statement.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Received.
ma'am.
Yeah. So you people can download the cash flow statement first. So which I am showing it on the screen. I wanted you people to solve this. So here I have given the cash flow statement and the amount. You have to put the line items accordingly. Okay. And here in the cash flows 2 also, I wanted you people only to solve this.
Ma'am, what to be done here, ma'am? I'm not able to hear it properly.
Voice is not audible.
No, ma'am. I'm facing some network issue, maybe, ma'am. So,
Okay, so here I have shared you two documents, Excel files I have shared. One is for cash flow statement and one is for balance sheet. Okay, so cash flow, what I'm seeing, showing it on the screen. Are you able to see my screen?
yes, ma'am.
So on the screen, you can see I have a cash flow statement. So which is having certain cash flow statement, like I have certain line items and their values. So accordingly, like cash flow from operating activities, whichever line item should come here, you have to put accordingly. So cash flow from investment activities, those things you have to choose it from the table and put it here. And cash flow from finance activity, so whichever the line items you have to put it here. Then total, then grand total of CFO, CFI and CFF. So all together you have to put it here. The same way cash flow 2 I have sent it. So that is also in the same file only. So here the values are given. So like the activities are given. So CFO, CFI, CFF, whichever activities has to fall in the line items, put it and solve it. So once after solving, as you people are going to tell, I'm going to solve it and show. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Just now I shared it in the group. First we will solve this cash flow statement, then we will do the balance sheet. You people are able to solve it, right, girls?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma.
sorry, but I'm not able to do because I really, actually, I'm new to commerce stream, ma'am. I'm a
That
science
is
student.
fine. That is fine.
I'm
So the
not
other
able to do it, ma'am.
that's fine, dear. Other commerce students are there, no? So let they solve it. They will tell how it has to be done. I'll explain you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So what about the other commerce students?
Solving,
Sorry,
ma'am.
account students. Okay. Very good. So only one girl is from the different stream or anyone else?
Ma'am, I am from humanities background.
Sorry?
I am from humanities background.
Okay. So you are also a non-accounting student.
Ma'am, but in my 11th and 12th, I have studied accounts, so it's little bit easier for me to understand.
Okay, ma. Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, in the last we have given that if you have cash on April 1st, 2021, rupees 10,800, do we have to put it in the cash flow from operating activities
Yes.
in that column?
Yes, yes. So whatever you are getting grand total, so that will be subtracted, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So at the beginning, whatever the amount I have, so in the end, whatever it is left with me.
Yes, ma'am.
So after everything, what is the amount that is left with me?
Okay, ma'am. So in the operating activity, we don't have to add. We have to add in the last.
Yes, yes. So here I need to put the total operating activity. Like here they have given. So I'll just increase the size. So net change in cash flow, that is CFO plus CFI plus CFF. Here I need to take. Okay. So here see, they are telling that it is CFO plus CFI plus CFF. Okay. So once after this, whatever the amount I have and this amount after all the expenses, what it is with me after all the activities.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I've completed, but I'm not sure if whatever I've done is right or wrong.
Let others also do. You tell one by one the line items. We'll put it and see whether it is correct or not. Okay, we'll wait for a few minutes. Let others also finish it. In the meantime, you can try with the next one, cash flow 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Girls, done?
First one done, ma'am. Second one.
Okay. Girls, done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we'll start solving it. So one by one, tell me the line items. So what are this first thing? Let's understand what is this cash flow from operating activities. So what is this cash flow from operating activities means? Even if it is wrong also, never mind.
It is like daily activities or inventory, stock, whatever we do in a daily basis
Yes.
for raw
So on the
materials. That
daily basis, whatever is happening in my business. So here they have given cash received from the customer. So I am selling some items and after the sales, I'm receiving some money. So cash received from my customers, like cash paid for expenses. So I am buying some furnitures, some computers, or some other things for my business purpose. So then I am spending some money on it. So that is operating expenses. And again cash paid to suppliers. So whatever the items I am buying, for that I'm going to pay the amount for my supplier. So this are all called as operating activities, means the day to day transactions that are going to happen in my business. So this all are called as cash flow from operating activities. Operating means the transaction daily basis, whatever the things that is happening. So that is called as operating activities. Now cash flow from investment activities.
it is basically like if you are investing in any fixed assets or any assets
Yes.
that you're going to buy.
Very good. So if I am making any investment or somebody is making some investment in my business, like we know that there are public limited companies, private limited companies. Private limited means there is no shareholder or anything. When it is public limited company means there are a portion of shares which are sold to the public. So then for they are going to invest some money in my business. So how this share markets it actually works? So like that we are going to invest in someone else's business. I'm going to invest some money, and once there is a profit or loss, based on that I'm going to get that amount. So either profit or loss I'm going to do it. So any such cash flow that is happening due to investment activities, so that is called as CFI, cash flow from investment activities. Now coming from cash flow from financing activities. So financing activities means what?
It is
About
Finance
like
means what in a
equity
business?
and capital.
of cap,
Sorry.
ma'am, like the shares which we buy and sale of shares, or we are selling our company shares to the others.
That is investment. That is investment. Either I'm receiving the investment or I'm making the investment. Financing activity means now I need to run a business. It is not a public limited company. It's a private limited. I am the sole proprietor. I am the only boss over here. So there is no shares or anything I'm giving. So in order to run my business, I might be approaching some bank loan. So that is financing. So either I'm going to receive some finance, like here they have given cash paid for bank loan. So received bank loan. So in order to run my business, I'm taking some loan from the business and I'm paying back some amount for that bank loan. So these are called as financing activities. Okay. So anything as such. So these three things will definitely take part in any of the business, isn't it? So as per that, we have to put this line items accordingly. So in this cash received from customer. So what is this? Either it is a CFO, CFI or CFF.
CFO.
CFO.
CFO. So I have to copy and paste it here. So the amount I'm going to put it here, or else I'll just take it as equals and put this value. I need to put the further calculation. Cash paid for expenses,
CFO.
CFO.
CFO. So I'm going to take this value here, 81,000. Then cash paid for suppliers.
CFO.
That is also a CFO. So here I'm going to take this value 47,500. Now here I'll put alt equals. So total. So cash flow from investment activities, cash paid to acquire additional equipment. So investment. So I am buying an equipment means it is an investment dot what I'm doing, isn't it? So this one should
Excuse
be,
me, ma'am.
yes, ma.
Ma'am, cash paid for expenses and cash paid to suppliers should be in subtraction because the cash is outflow. There is an outflow of cash.
So how should I take it here? Equals. So cash received from customer.
And we should add the 8100 and 4700 500 and subtract it from 1,46,000.
Like this.
Yes, ma'am.
So it is 17,500.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now cash paid to acquire additional equipment. What it is? It is an investment activity or what?
Yes, ma'am. It is an
Investment act.
investment.
So it is an investment activity. So I'll take this additional equipment over here. So is there any other items, line items should come under CFI?
No, ma'am.
So next coming for, so here it will be. So now CFF, that is cash flow from financing activities.
Cash received from the investment
So
of
what
owner.
about this one? Cash received from investment of owner, where it should come? Investment activity or financing activity?
Financing activity.
Financing.
Okay, so I'm going to copy it here. I'm going to take this value, financing activity. Okay, next one. So cash received from bank.
Financing activity.
So bank loan. Then next one, partial payment. Cash paid for bank loan. So some amount I'm paying it for the loan.
Financing activity and outflow of cash.
Then cash paid to owner.
Again, financing activity.
Financing activity.
Everything is given in order only. Only thing is we need to understand. So I'm going to take this. So CFO. So here it is. It is CFO plus CFI plus CFF. Okay. So I have got this. So one
Ma'am, in
lakh
financing
forty-four thousand
activity,
eight hundred. Sorry.
ma'am, in financing activity, the third one and the fourth one are minus.
So here how should I take it then? Equals sum of this two should be added minus sum of these two values. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So it is
Ma'am,
50,800.
ma'am, in investment activity also the cash is outflow, so it is
It
cash
should be,
used from investment activity.
so it is minus.
Yes, ma'am.
So here in the beginning, I'm going to put it as minus. So 10,200. So after all the financial activities, so activities is happening. So I am getting this grand total. So by the end of the this one March, how much is the amount I am having? So it will be equals, correct?
10,200. Yes, ma'am.
So beginning of the financial year, it was 10,800. At the end, I have 10,200 with me. So the non-accounting student, did you understood, ma?
No, ma'am.
You did not
Like,
understand.
no, ma'am. Like, on what basis are you getting this thing, ma'am? Like, the
No,
CFF,
ma.
the CFF and all.
No, ma. Here, so imagine you are running a business. Okay. So you are going to make some investment. The initial capital, what it is called as. So if you start up with a business, anything you it requires the investment, right? So
Yes,
investment
ma'am.
you can put the whole investment from your end only. Like if you are investing 10 lakh rupees, so whole amount you can invest. Or sometimes if you are not having, so your estimation is 10 lakh, but you have up to 7 lakh. So another 3 lakh is lacking. So what you will do? Either you will approach for a bank loan for that 3 lakh rupees.
Yes,
Correct?
ma'am.
Or if I don't want that one, so furthermore I wanted to make the investment, so what I will do is, if it is an well established business, I will call up for public this one investments, like how we do the share markets. You know how the share markets work?
No, ma'am.
You don't know how the share market works?
No, ma'am.
So now if I wanted to make an investment, like example Reliance company, I wanted to make an investment. So do you think that Reliance company I'm the owner? No, it is someone else's business. So in
Yes.
order to increase that working capital, what they will do is they will give some percentage of shares for public. That means it will be like it will be splitted. So 1%, like out of 100, so probably they might give 30% of share, 40% of shares, 50% of share. That means half amount will be the investment is done from their end, and half amount it will be from the public, they will collect it. So they will tell that if my business is running, it becomes much more successful, whatever the profit I am getting, so it will be bifurcated, like how much you have done the investment, based on that you are going to get the profit. So if it is a loss, then again, so if I'm making the investment in the share market, so I'm going to check out which business is like which industry is going on well and good. So I will see the scale. So ratio I will see, past history I will see. So this business is growing. So here they have not found any loss or something. But I get to know that I need to at least wait for 3 months in order to get a profit. Then I will make the investment. So shares, they will tell that one share it is like 500,000, 2,000, like that they would have set the amount. Okay, based on that I can buy 10 share, 25 share, 50 shares, how much ever I want I can buy the shares. So once they are getting the profit, that profit, how much shares I have invested, like 50 shares I have invested means whatever the money I have invested, based on that the profit amount I'll be getting. If it is a loss also, so now in urgency I have to sell that shares. So even if it is loss also, I'm making the sales. So that time whatever the loss is, so how the profit or loss is calculated. So for an example, now you are, so we will take an example of a dairy vendor. Okay, so a fruits or flower vendor someone, so in the morning they are going to invest 5,000 rupees for the item whatever they buy. So at the end of the day, if they are gaining 6,000 or 7,000, is it a profit or loss? Is it a profit or loss?
Profit only, no, ma'am.
Profit only, because they have invested 5,000. At the end of the day, they are getting more money than whatever the investment they have done. So in the other scenario, they have invested 5,000, but at the end of the day, they are able to make the sales only up to 3,500. So then it is
Loss.
loss. That is how it is. So it is based on how we are going to make the investments. So here when we are talking about operating activities means, so day to day in my business, once I start a business, so day to day there will be several activities, like you might be, so if you are selling the laptops, so first you need to buy the laptops from someone else, or you need to manufacture that laptop, isn't it? So in order to manufacture the laptop, again you need to buy some raw materials, again you have to make the assemble the laptop, and then you are going to make the sales. So whatever you are purchasing, see, cash received from the customer, so I am selling the laptop, amount I am receiving from my customer, it's an operating activity. Cash paid for expenses, so expenses means what, for my business requirement I need some things, like I need furniture, in order to run the business I need laptops, something like that, the space or anything, expenses. So cash paid for certain expenses, that is also an operating activity. So cash paid to suppliers, so I have to sell some item means first I need to buy the raw materials, or I need to buy the item, then only I can make the sales, isn't it? So from whomever I'm purchasing, for them I need to make the payment. So those are all called as operating activities in a business. So whatever the amount I am spending it, so here I am receiving the amount, here I am, money is going out of my pocket, here also money is going out of the pocket. So there are certain things that is happening in day to day basis. Investment activity, cash paid to acquire additional equipment. So if for my business I wanted a plant or a machinery, due to which I can convert this raw materials into finished good. Okay, so that is an investment that I am making it on that particular machinery, isn't it? So like that, I am going to buy a machinery, which is amount I am spending. So machinery is coming in, money is going out. That's why one of your friend told that this amount should be in subtraction. That means money is going out and the machinery equipment is coming in. So that is an investment what I am doing in order to improve the production or whatever, to see the growth in my business. Financing activity. So financing activity means, so if I am cash received from investment of owner, so someone is investing the money, so investing the money means I am receiving the money from them. So money, this is coming into the business. Cash received from bank loan, so I applied a loan, cash is coming into the business, I am receiving the amount, so this is plus. So money is getting added. Cash paid for bank loan, so partially I need to repay because it is a debt, isn't it? I have taken the money. So if you borrow from your friend, if you borrow money from your friend, you have to repay them, isn't it? So whatever the amount I have borrowed, I'm going to pay it back. So that's why we are taking it in minus. That means again this money is going out. Again cash paid to the owner, whoever has done the investment. So I am making the investment in the share market. Once after the profit, the company has to pay me back whatever I have put. So that is cash paid to the owner. That's a withdrawal. So I'm going to withdraw that amount. So it is minus. So like this, there are certain things that are going to take part in a business. Okay, so this is cash flow statement. Cash flow means where the money is coming in, again where money is going out. So
Okay,
business
ma'am.
is done for the sake of money. So either it is coming in the form of money receiving or money going out. Understood? So
Yes,
as
ma'am.
per that, when I calculate everything at the beginning of the year, I was having 10,800. After all those activities, now the left out amount is whatever the cash balance is, 10,200. Clear? So the same way you need to do it for the cash flow too also. So here you need to identify the line items which has to come under the operating activities, investing activities, and then financing activities. Clear about it? You need to
Yes, ma'am.
understand. So whatever it is, so which one it has to come? Either it is an investment happening, or there is a financing activity happening, or it is an operating activity that is happening. You need to understand the line item and put it in the appropriate place. And you need to understand this amount is coming into the business, this amount is going out of the business, where it should be added, where it should be subtracted. Accordingly, I'm going to get at the end of the financial year how much it is. Clear?
Yes,
So I
ma'am.
hope you people can try with this out. So next we will go for the balance sheet. So the first and second, we have already done it, the same things only. Let's come to the third one. So I wanted everybody to download this file balance sheet. Open balance sheet 3. 1 and 2 we have already solved. So if you wanted to try, you can try it once again. So I hope everybody has downloaded the file. So here we are going to see how a balance sheet, an income statement and cash flow statement will be done. Okay. Next class we will solve only on the income statements. So first let's understand how it should be done here. So here we have given the financial activities that are happening in the business. So one by one we will see and we'll put the line items accordingly. So shall we do it?
Ma'am, can you please solve the cash flow of second cash flow?
So I wanted the others, the ones who were telling that we did not understand, I wanted them to solve. So tomorrow I'll solve it and I'll show.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm? Okay, now let's start solving this one. So I hope everybody are able to see the screen. Are the text very small? Because I have to do alternately in all the things. That's why I have kept it like this.
It's okay, ma'am.
Okay. So now let's solve it. So now let's read out the things, the line items, whatever they have given in a business activity. On 1st January 2019, you started a business with 1 crore has equity and 50 lakhs has loan at the rate of 13% interest per annum. Okay. We are supposed to pay it by 20 years. So here shareholder activity equity. So equity amount, how much it is? So it is 1 lakh rupees. So not
Ma'am,
1
1
lakh, 1
crore
crore.
rupees.
1 crore. So it is correct only, right? Yeah. So 7 zeros are there. Fine. So 1 crore rupees I'm making the investment. So next they are telling that I'm going to take 50 lakh rupees loan. Okay. So here the debt is 50 lakh. So debt is 50 lakh rupees loan I'm taking. Then bought a machinery at a cost of rupees 15 lakh rupees. So fixed asset. So net fixed asset they are telling. So here we'll just calculate. So it is 15 lakh. 15 lakh rupees. Then they are telling the useful life for that is 10 years. Okay. So 10 years, here I'll calculate the depreciation. So here I'll tell equals 15 lakh divided by 10. So this value has to be subtracted with this net fixed asset. So the value of fixed asset is 15 lakh rupees. After depreciation, what is the value that will be left out? So here I'll take minus depreciation. Okay. So then you paid rent for of rupees 12 lakhs annually. So rent I am paying. So rent expenses, how much they are telling? 12 lakh rupees I am paying it. So here I am going to take the rent expenses as 12 lakh equals 12 lakh rupees, which include 9 lakh for rent and deposit 3 lakh rupees. So rent deposit, how much they are telling? So it is 3 lakh rupees. So rent deposit equals 3 lakh. 3 lakh rupees is the rent deposit. So this one is done. Yeah, next one. You purchased 80 television at the cost of 2000 rupees. So here inventory. So inventory I'm going to take equals, I'm going to open the bracket. So 80 television I have bought at the rate of 2000 each. I'll close the bracket, enter. So this is my inventory. So 50% is paid in cash and 50% will be paid next year. So here it is 1,60,000 rupees account payable. So they are telling 50% I have paid and 50% I am supposed to pay. Payable means what? It is yet to be paid. I have not yet cleared. So equals. So it is 1,60,000 into 50%. So it is 80,000 rupees. Okay, account payable. So salary, no salary, I have not yet mentioned anything. So purchase is done. Now spent 30,000 on marketing expenses. So marketing expenses, here it is. So spent 30,000 equals 30,000. I've taken this value. Sold 65 television at the rate of 50,000 each. So I have bought 80 television at the rate of 2,000, out of which I am selling 65 television at the cost of 50,000. So equals 65 into 50,000. So it is 32 lakh 50,000 rupees. I have made the sales. So cost of goods sold. So I have bought 80 television, out of which I am selling 65. So in the items whatever I have sold, that 65 television, how much is the amount I have spent in order to buy that? That will be my COGS. So equals, so I have sold 65 television. How much is the amount I have spent in order to buy the televisions? 2,000. So
2000.
65 into 2,000. So that will be my COGS. Now gross profit equals sales minus COGS. So that will be 31 lakh 20,000 rupees. So salary. Next point we are coming. So sold, it is done. And here hired 3 workers at the salary of 12 lakhs in total to be paid in 70% in cash and 30% to be paid next year. So salary, how much we are speaking? It is 12 lakh rupees equals 12 lakh. 12 lakh rupees. So in this, what they are telling, 70% I have paid by cash, 30% of salary will be paid later. It is salary payable. So salary payable is, so equals 12 lakh into 30% into 30%. So it is 3,60,000 which I have to pay it later. Correct? So next here.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma.
now salaries, you've put in income statement 12 lakhs, but aren't you
Yes.
supposed to take it as 12 lakhs into 70%?
No, overall salary I am taking it. So overall salary, how much I am paying? That is 12 lakh rupees. So they are telling that I have paid 70%. So 30% is the remaining amount what I am going to pay. So that will be coming in your salary payable. So if anything is going differences, here we'll get to know. Okay. Clear,
Excuse me,
ma?
ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, can you explain again how did you get the sales?
Sales, see, I have purchased 80 television at the rate of 2,000 rupees. Means per television cost 2,000 rupees. So out of that 80 television, I am making the sales of 65 television. So sales means 65 television I have sold. Okay, so each to buy that one single television I have spent 2,000 rupees, but when I'm selling the television I'm selling it at 50,000 rupees. So sales means I have sold 65 television at the rate of 50,000 per television. So that is, I have got the sales amount of 32 lakh 50,000. Now COGS means, so cost of goods sold. So I have sold 65 television, but how much amount did I spend to buy that television? So each television I bought at the rate of 2,000, isn't it? So that will be my COGS, 65 into 2,000. So I have spent 1 lakh 30,000 rupees in order to buy the items. So but when I made the sales, I am making the sales of 32 lakh 50,000 rupees. So here rent, one second, rent, what they are telling, rent rupees 12 lakh annually. In that 9 lakh is the rent. So here I'll tell, so 9 lakh rupees I need to take. So here 3 lakh rupees is the rent deposit and here it is 9 lakh equals 9 lakh I'll take. So 9 lakh rupees. So here EBITDA, that is earning before income tax, depreciation and appreciation. So I'll take equals gross profit minus sum of this expenses. Okay. So that will be 9 lakh 90,000. So depreciation, how much it is? 1 lakh 50,000. So I'm going to take this depreciation amount. So depreciation, how much? How did I calculate? 15 lakh divided by 10 years. Okay. So now I have got my depreciation value. Now earning before income tax. So equals EBITDA minus depreciation. Now interest expenses. So what is the interest? So here I have taken 50 lakh rupees loan. So where the interest is 13%. So equals 50 lakh into 13%. So 6,50,000 is the interest amount. Okay. EBT, that is earning before tax. It will be EBIT, that is earning before income tax minus interest expenses. So that is 1,90,000. So now I need to calculate the tax. So whatever the earning before tax is there, on that I need to apply 30% of tax as they have mentioned in the question. So equals earning before tax into 30%. So it is 1,33,000. Okay. So here I have got this values. So now let's come here. So net income. So here retained earning will be my profit after tax equals 1,33,000. So this retained earnings, I have to take it as net income in the cash flow statement equals profit after tax. So here I have calculated the depreciation. So change in inventory. So here inventory, I have told that I bought 80 television at the rate of 2000 minus. So what is inventory? So once after purchasing and once the sales is done, the remaining is my inventory. So in this I am selling 65 television, 65 television. And what is the amount I have spent in order to buy those television, the purchase? So that is 2000. Okay, that is 30,000 rupees. So change in inventory will be my inventory amount. So that is my subtracted value equals minus 30,000. Okay. So then I have to see my account payable. So account payable how much? So I am supposed to pay 80,000. So equals 80,000. And change in salary payable. So salary I am supposed to pay, that is 3,60,000 equals 3,60,000. So now I have taken this. Now let's see what is the CFO. That is what CFO means, financial operating activities. Okay. So here I am going to take it as
We will sum up the all
sum
the
of
five items.
all these values. So next, rent deposit. So rent deposit, how much I am paying? So it is 3 lakh rupees. So change in asset, capital expenses. So capital expenses, so 3 lakh rupees. Yeah, I am giving the money. So money is going out of the pocket. So I need to take it in minus. So then capital expenses. So capital expenses will be investment what I have done. So it will be equals minus 15 lakh. So CFI, financing in investment activities. So it will be equals sum of this value. Correct? Huh?
Ma'am, how did you change in asset calculated?
Change in asset, capital expenses. So it is the capital expenses means, one second, it is the investment what I have done for this one asset. So the investment whatever I have done, that is 15 lakh rupees. 15 lakh rupees I have done the investment, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So here rent deposit. So here it is 3 lakh.
Mom, mom,
1 second. Oh, sorry, I have taken 30 lakh over here. It is 3 lakh. So it is investment activities. Yes, ma, somebody was having some doubt.
Here, when we are making cash flow statement, we should do
Yeah.
whatever is actually done. So if there is any account payable which is not yet paid, we shouldn't take it into consideration, no, ma'am.
So here they are telling the change in account payable. So cash flow statement here, they have given it in the question. So that's why we are giving that line item.
No, ma'am, but in like
In
actually,
actual cash flow statement, we don't show it
okay,
because the amount is yet to be paid. I have not yet cleared it, right?
yeah,
But here in
yes,
the questionnaire, they have told. So what is the account payable that is yet to be paid? Salary payable. So which is yet to be paid. So that one they have given it in the line item. That's why I'm applying it.
okay, ma'am.
So these things today I might have not paid, but tomorrow definitely I have to pay it.
Yes, ma'am.
So that means in this particular financial year, so this month I'm not paying, but after 2 months at least I need to pay. So that means the money will be going out from there. So whatever it is, so we are bringing it to the picture. That's it. So
Okay,
let's
ma'am, but
see
only on
whether.
Excel, like only
Sorry.
during Excel we have to do like this, no, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So let's see, here we are checking it for the values, right? So if somewhere it is going wrong, here the value will not get calculated. So now equity I am taking. So equity I am taking this one, 1 crore. 1 second, girls. Hello. Hello. ஆமா நான் கிளாஸ் எடுத்துன்னு இருக்கேன், நான் கால் பண்றாரு. ம். So here now debt amount is, so 50 lakh I'm taking the debt. So equals, I'm taking this amount. So then this one, alt equals. So now here I need to calculate everything. So equals, so CFO plus CFI plus CFF. So it is 1 crore 38 lakh 93,000. Okay. So here the net change in cash flow is the same value. Okay. So here, so after everything, end of the period. So I have this amount with me. Okay. So now here it will be, so it will be equals, mm, second, G3 to G7. See, see when we are showing it, so this is how the balance sheet would be calculated. So if there is any differences or anything as such, here the value will get in short. So here, why am I showing this payable miss? So we are talking about one financial here. So whatever the amount I am supposed to pay, I have to pay it now or then. So that's why here, in order to get the clear picture, so we have taken this account payable, salary payable also in the picture. So I hope you people were able to understand.
Yes, ma'am.
What about others? Only one person understood? If you are having doubt, once again we will solve it. Not at all an issue. You want me to explain it once again? Am I audible, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
So you want me to solve it once again and explain it once again, means I'll explain.
Ma'am, could you explain once again the cash flow statement?
So cash flow statement. Okay. So let me remove these things. So here net income. So net income, what they are telling. So net income is, so that is my retained earning, isn't it? So net
Yes.
income will be my retained earning. Then depreciation. So depreciation, how much they told? On that 15 lakh rupees worth machinery, 10 years of useful life equals 15 lakh. So it is 1,50,000, isn't it? Change in inventory. So change in inventory means the amount which is left out. Okay, so here we will take it in this way only, equals. So I bought the items. So I bought the, what is that, televisions. So 80 items I bought at the rate of 2,000 plus. So whatever the sales that has happened, 65 into 2,000, whatever the amount I have spent. So here I am going to take this value in minus. Why? Because so it is 30,000 rupees. Okay, the change in inventory, the inventory what is left with me. So account payable. So here actually when we are doing it in the cash flow statement, we don't show this. But at the end of the financial year, when I have to solve this, so I am showing it as account payable. So account payable is 80,000 rupees. So I'll take equals 80,000 rupees. Salary payable equals, salary payable is 3,60,000 rupees. Okay, so I'm getting this amount. So understood till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Then rent deposit. Rent deposit means I am paying it from my hand. So rent deposit 3 lakh rupees. So I'm going to take this rent deposit. Then capital expenses. So capital expenses means the amount I am investing in my asset. So how much I am investing? It is 15 lakh rupees, isn't it? So 15 lakh rupees, and in that, so the amount I'm investing is 15 lakh. So units. So 15 lakh rupees I'm making the investment. Equity. So debt amount, that is a loan amount. So here it will be. So this is how I'm going to put my line items in the cash flow statement.
Okay, ma'am.
So I hope others understood. Any
Ma'am,
confusions?
ma'am, now
Any
shareholders equity. Ma'am, now the
Yes, ma'am.
shareholder also has bought in money. So you'll have
Yeah.
to put that also, no, ma'am, as 1 crore equity. Okay, yes, sir.
Which one?
You've put, ma'am, 1 crore, you've put.
Hmm. So I wanted you people to try with this balance sheet 4. Okay. So balance sheet 3, any doubts? If you did not understand, never mind. I will do it from the first and I will show. If you are having any doubts, girls, you need not have to hesitate. So try it out. If you still find that you are not understanding any point, tomorrow I'll explain it once again. We'll do with balance sheet 3 and then we will go with balance sheet 4. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
What about others? Why today nobody is in the form? No answers, no response. Getting too confused or something?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is an accounting student. Non-accounting student I can understand because we are not doing it from the basic of accounts. So it will be difficult for them to follow it. So the one
Yes,
who
ma'am. I'm an accounting student, but during my PUC, second PUC, they did not teach us the cash flow statement. Just they just deducted that portion.
okay, so here when we are going to solve on the real time like financial modeling, when we are going to do, I have to be in a position in order to work on my income statement, balance sheet and cash flow statement as well. Okay, so just now why I did cash flow statement before this miss, in order for you to understand what are the line items that is going to come into picture, like operating activities, investment activities, financing activities, what are the line items, how it should be taken, so that it will be easy. Income statement, it is very easily we can put it, but cash flow statement, it is a bit confusion part. That's why I told you to put it. So now you are not doing your degree from any accounts, you don't have any accounting portion in that.
I have financial accounting.
Still you are getting confused. So they have not solved like this type of any financial statements.
No, ma'am, they haven't started yet.
Okay, that is why you might be getting confused. So don't get confused. You see it in an individual way. So income statement, so how it is solved, only the balance sheet, how it is solved, and how the cash flow statement is done. Okay, if you are getting too confused, do one by one.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm? So try solving it. You did not understand, tomorrow I'll explain. Why? Because
Okay,
when we are
ma'am.
solving this 5 case studies, it will be based on this format only. So this is generally, in generally, we are taking some data, simple data, and we are solving this one financial statement. So if you get some idea over here, it will be easy for you to solve that one. That's why. Try to do it.
Okay,
Never
ma'am.
mind. If I have to explain this one from the beginning, I'll explain this balance sheet 3 tomorrow, and then we will proceed with balance sheet 4, and then we will go further.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so I wanted you people to solve it. If not understanding, never mind. Okay, if you are having any doubts, you can ask. Okay, so today I will wind up the session.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, is there any way we can check our attendance somewhere?
Sorry, little bit louder, ma. Pardon.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, can you check? Can we check our attendance somewhere?
You wanted to check the attendance. So tomorrow,
Yes,
shall I
ma'am.
tell the attendance? I'll call out the names and I will tell how much attendance it is there.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma.
Thank
Because I
you.
need, so we get the attendance from the go to meeting only. So how much duration you are attending the meeting, based on that it will mark the attendance. So it is like if you logged in and within 10-15 minutes you have logged out, means it will mark it as absent. So let's see, today's also I'll mark it and I will tell.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma.